Good morning, guys. Good morning. Still not feeling good. Still very bad. Actually, yesterday was the worst in the evening. But anyways, SPX USD, guys. So as you guys can see, this is from yesterday, and just very choppy. We're back to 40.50. Right. We closed near 40.30 yesterday. We had this little surge in the morning, but now we're right back here. Right. I think one of the first speakers was on. I missed this morning again. Was not able to pay attention, but on SP, I'll go on the SPX chart mainly, and I'll keep it short. Two things that you guys need to know. Usually when the move lower happens, right, we have something called a put demand that comes in. Okay, and we didn't really have any put demand last yesterday. Usually what was, the put wall rate got higher. It's at 4,000. They should have rolled lower or at least stayed the same around 3,900, and that's good, right? And obviously we have volatility trigger at 4090, which will act as resistance. So as long as we're under 4090, it's controlled by the bears, the market. Okay, so 4090 is the most important, and then put wall we have at 4,000, and then obviously 4100 is sort of the pivot that the market is looking for. Above 4100, obviously we can have some gamma come up, we can go up. Underneath, we build a bearish structure, and then we later on flush. One thing you guys should understand is the Vanna rallies. Spot Gamma also explained it in their pre-market note today. Make sure you guys look at the Vanna, because this week there could be some Vanna rallies at the end of the day, or maybe in the midday, or around 2 o'clock. So don't get caught in those rallies to the downside. Okay, they will happen. There will be random rips in between that take place. Okay, and they will happen. All right, why does Vanna come in? When the Vanna and Charm, right, when the puts lose value, the time decay IV goes higher, then that gives the market fuel to go higher, okay, as the hedges come off. All right, so that's something that you guys should pay attention to. Let's just look at the rates, what the rates have been doing. So we're holding a nice little bull flag here, right? So if we break out, let's see, obviously that puts pressure on equities. Let's see so right now we're just holding on 3.1. The dollar DXY is bull flagging. To me, this is bull flagging. It's not breaking down. Eventually, once it holds above 109.50, then we're just gonna have this little squeeze, and then a trend towards the upside. Okay, so let's see what happens if we take care of this bull flag and we break out higher. Okay, and obviously if we fail, then that's good for equities. A breakout of DXY to the upside is, we don't know what's gonna happen. So here you guys can see it's very unclear to what's gonna happen. Okay, so make sure you guys keep an eye on this. Euro USD also, it should be bear flagging if the dollar is bull flagging, and yep, it's kind of bear flagging. So if this breaks, it's just trying to hold near parity at 1. If this starts holding under 1 and breaks even lower, obviously that's not good for the markets either. All right, USD, oh wow, this is also kind of bull flagging. Let's see if this breaks out. If this breaks out, this has a lot to do with interest rates. The Japanese yen has a lot to do with the rates. Okay, I always tell you guys, go ahead, read on it. TLT bonds, I went long. Let's see if the money inflows comes into bonds in the coming weeks while the equities go down. So that's a different relation I want to see in both of them. Right, so far we're just holding, not bad. I think if the rates break out and they go higher, there's a good chance TLT could come down. Okay, and but if this also goes up, then that's good. And what else we have? Apple, what an amazing short here. Right, a very nice pattern. If anybody did draw this at that time, I mean, once the things happen, it's very easy to say, oh look, this pattern was there, this happened. But I'm glad that in MSL we played this. Right, this was a very good typical pattern that failed, and then we got the nice little big move down. Our puts went up almost 150% yesterday, actually more. Right, from 155 to they hit $4, and now we have this little support. Obviously, this area is a lot of the supply and demand as well. And let's see what happens here. Do we bear flag and flush higher, or do we hold this support and bounce back? Okay, Costco also broke this trend line, and then the second, and now it's just basing here. Let's see what happens. This first zone target that I gave you guys a few days back under 535, 525 target hit yesterday. Okay, we were trading below 525, I believe. 520 was the next. I still think we hit 520 in the coming days. One of these days it's going to come and test 520, 515, and then we'll see what happens. All right, Walmart also gave some gains the other day, and now it's just holding here in the supply and demand. TGT also kind of bearish, but you have to be very careful when playing these levels, because right now we can go up or break this support, or we can consolidate sideways for a few days, which is also a possibility. Okay, so no need to rush into anything, and We're live on voice chat. We'll give you guys all the information there that's needed. And let's see. Typically, this candle usually means it's a gap down, and after a big red candle, then we should go lower. But let's see what happens today. Okay, let's see what happens today. If we break the low of yesterday's candle today, because we're kind of gapping up right now, we could continue lower. Okay, at least test 4,000. And I hope I get better. I hope I get better.